What if the other Z fighters started training with Goku and Vegeta at the beginning of Super Part 2? If y'all haven't already, go check out Part 1. Before I start, let me clarify a couple of small things. 1. I'm not going to give Piccolo and the Earthlings God forms. The only reason why the Saiyans have God forms is because Saiyans naturally transform when there is a shift in their energy. Activating God Ki will provide a boost to their base power though, but not as much as Super Saiyan God, the transformation. 2. I will add other characters to the training regimen, but for now I'm only going to be focused on Piccolo, Tien, Krillin, and Yamcha. And 3. I'm only going to cover the arcs in Super that have been animated. I have read the manga, but for right now, I'm only going to be focused on the anime. Now let's get into the Resurrection F arc. We pick back up where we left off. Everyone that is training under Whis is in his staff doing sparing training. Before Whis sent them in, he gave everyone a partner. Goku will spare with Krillin, Vegeta will spare with Yamcha, and Piccolo will spare with Tien. Whis also told the Saiyans not to transform against them until the others were able to catch up. This way so nobody can get left behind. While they were doing their group training, trouble started brewing back on Earth. Remnants of the Frieza Force made their way down to Earth in search of the Dragon Balls. Once they made their wish, they quickly left the planet as to not be noticed by the protectors of Earth. Several months pass, and Jaco comes to warn Bulma of Frieza's revival, and that him and his army are heading to Earth and they only have an hour to prepare. Bulma tried to contact Whis with her communicator, but it doesn't work because Whis doesn't have his staff on hand. Since Bulma couldn't reach Whis, she decided to call Gohan to warn him too. Gohan understood what Bulma was saying, and he left work early so he can gather some help. Gohan couldn't find his GI, so he just put on his tracksuit and raced to find some help. The Frieza Force has land, and the only people standing in his way are Gohan, Jaco, Master Roshi, Buu, Android 18, Goten, and Kid Trunks. The only reason Frieza came back to Earth was to kill Goku, not to play with these so-called protectors of Earth. So instead of killing them now, he will entertain himself until Goku arrives. Frieza sent his army down to take care of them, and the Z fighters split up to fight them. They are actually doing better than they did in the original story since they have Buu, Android 18, and the kids. Meanwhile, back on Beerus' planet, Whis has just released his students from his staff and checks to see if he has missed any calls from Bulma about food. Whis sees that she has offered up an ice cream sundae, but the Z fighters can since the energy coming off from Earth. Vegeta is the first to notice that some feels off about the energy on Earth. He asks Whis to check his staff to see what's going on. Whis agrees, but only to look at the sundae again. Everyone sees that Frieza had returned, and their family is currently fighting his army. Using the communicator, Whis calls Bulma and asks about the sundae. Bulma says she still has it, but Bulma says he can only have it if she is able to talk to Vegeta. Whis agrees, and Vegeta tells Bulma to get everyone at the fight to charge up their energy as high as they can, so Goku can use instant transmission. The fighters on Earth charge up, and everyone on Beerus' planet comes back to Earth. Now that Frieza knows that Goku is here, he steps out of his pod and transforms straight into his final form. Goku and the others respond in kind by activating their God Ki, and Vegeta tells everyone that he will take care of Frieza on his own. Vegeta and Frieza start fighting, and it looked to be one-sided. Vegeta isn't holding anything back. Vegeta steps back and tells Frieza that he knows that he is still hiding power. Frieza says yes he is, and begins transforming into his golden form. Once his transformation was complete, Vegeta asked how long it took him to unlock this power. Frieza responds, "It only 4 months of training and everyone on the battlefield was shocked." Make sure y'all stay tuned for part 3 for the fight with Golden Frieza.